Hello students, my name is Archivist Nico, and welcome back to Critical Reroll. I sure hope you brought your journals and quills, because we're about to get started with episode 2. We begin this episode with Estros engaging the party in a battle, in order to better gauge their capabilities. Estros deals some pretty hefty blows before finally halting the fight after taking a bit of a beating himself. He then invites the party to take a seat and chat about a business proposition. Estros talks about how the Shande Quorum, the individuals that run Drusar, have failed in their promise of justice and protection of their citizens. And now a crime organization known as the Ivory Syndicate has been running rampant due to the Quorum's lack of action. Estros believes that the Quorum and the Syndicate might be linked, and he proposes that the party aid him in weeding out this corruption. The party is quick to agree, however before they enter any official business arrangement, Estros sends them on a preliminary mission. One of his estate's warehouses has been getting robbed, and he asks the party to first get to the bottom of that issue before they continue forward. And so, the party sets off to investigate these warehouse robberies, but before they arrive, Laudna shares a bit of her story to the rest of the party. She mentions how she carries around a dead rat named Pate de Rollo, and that she grew up in Whitestone during the reign of the Briarwoods, but left before Vox Machina restored order. This would put Laudna at around 50 years old, even though she still looks rather young despite being more or less undead. Eventually, the party arrives at the warehouse, and are met by the manager Danis, who seemed fine at first, but progressively got more and more anxious as the party asked questions and looked around. While searching, Orm found 3 particular suspicious crates that appeared to have been forcibly opened recently. Upon opening one of them, it looked as though something was missing, and all that was in its place were a few pieces of broomstone, a rare magical substance used by skyships in order to fly. The party finished their initial investigations and exit the warehouse, meeting up in a nearby alley to discuss their next move. The party conclude that the robberies were likely an inside job given how nervous Danis was, so they decide to break in later in the evening to search their office. The party splits off into 2 teams, Team Backdoor, Ashton, Laudna, FCG, and Fern, and then Team Full Frontal, Dorian, Bertrand, and Imogen. And as night fell, Orm slipped back into the warehouse as Danis made their exit. Team Full Frontal notices Danis tensely reading a note that she pulled out of her pocket before quickly hurrying off. Bertrand and Imogen decide to follow her, and as Orm begins his search in the darkened interior of the warehouse, and Bertrand and Imogen pursue Danis, we end episode 2 there. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know all of your thoughts and feelings in the comment section down below. And if you're looking to support the channel, the best thing you can do is subscribe and join our community Discord server. But if you're wanting to support me further, you can check out my Patreon page. Links to my Discord and Patreon are in the description down below. And so, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, don't forget to love each other, and I'll see you all in the next one. I would just like to take a second to give a huge shout out to all of my wonderful Patreon supporters. Thank you to my expositors, Leah, Olivia, Sean, Pseudonym, the DM's Den, and Hannah. Thank you to my archivists, Annika, Daniel, Elliot, Emerson, Melissa, Noel, and John. And thank you to all of my high curators, Adam, Caleb, IMI, Andrea, Dustin, Rin, and Sylvia. Thank you all so very much for showing your support. It truly does mean a lot to me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.